Hello everyone, I am Arena International Master and FIDE instructor Rishikesh Chavan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Shaolin Temple. Let's start today's practice sessions. Okay, we got white. What opening should we use today? Let's see. Should we go for English or maybe chalo. We'll stick to E4. Okay, he's going to play Sicilian. Uh, let's try and play Grand Prix attack against Sicilian defense. So in this attack, White never plays D4. All the Sicilian players they are used to play through this open C file. They are used to attack through this open C file. So here we are not letting Black to open this C file, and that is why we are not going to play D4. So we'll be playing this D3. Okay. So let's move this bishop first, and then we'll be attacking through king side with F4. So this opening is called Grand Prix attack. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, is that a free pawn? It looks like a free pawn, right? I hope I'm not missing anything. Okay, okay, we got a free pawn. Let's move back. But where exactly? Because he may give us a check with queen e7, and we won't be able to play queen e2. Yeah, okay, we can play n g e2, right? So that way we don't have to worry much. Okay, let's move back. He can even play bishop g4. We'll simply block and we'll run away. Yep. Okay. Now we need to kick this bishop away. This is a bit annoying bishop. Should we play h3 first, or we'll have to play h3 first, right? Let's kick the bishop away, or at least force him to capture on this knight. Okay, let's move. Our king is a bit in open. Our king is exposed, but to capture that pawn, we wasted a lot of moves. Okay, we can simply capture with this thing, right? Okay. Oh, he's a brave man. He gave us a pawn and now he sacrifices a bishop. For what? Just to attack the queen. What is he doing? We just need to develop this c1 bishop and then we are good. Okay, what is he planning to do? So far so good. Let's play bishop d2. Okay, he wants to capture that pawn on g4. play this. I'm not sure about this pawn push. I was thinking about playing a g5, but then maybe this f4 pawn was blocking our bishop. So it's always better to keep your pieces free or active. And now if you play something like queen b d6, okay. Oh, ouch! We missed this. We missed this plan altogether. We are losing that pawn. Nothing much. Are we losing anything extra? No, right? Let's play this. Opponent left. Yeah, he's back. Good. The only problem we are facing is underdevelopment. Our pieces are not developed. Is there any trick or trap coming up? Okay, he's going to play this, right? Okay, but in that case, we'll play this. If he moves the queen away, we are going to capture this bishop, and that way there won't be any knight h2 coming up. If he plays knight h2 first, then we'll be playing knight into d4, knight into f3, and then knight into f3 again, and that way we'll get this knight for free. So let's see what he does. He's already a piece down. He managed to expose our king, but right now he has less pieces, and this rook is not doing anything much. So that way, I hope our king is safe. Okay. Ouch. Okay, now the idea is if we play this, the checkmate is going to happen. So before we do that, let's calculate. We have enough time, right? If we capture the knight, this knight is free. Then there follows this check. We can move the king, and and is there any other attack coming up? I don't think so, right? Oh, okay. Ouch! He can play this and it's some checkmate. Oh. Okay, we need to be careful over here. Let's calculate again. Queen into knight, queen h2 check. That's the only move, and this is okay. Ah. So sadly, we have to play this. There is no other way. It's good that we calculated. Otherwise, if we have captured blindly, then we could have would have got checkmated on e2. Then that would be very embarrassing. Even after being a piece up, if we cannot defend well, if the position is undefendable, then I can understand. But when you have so many pieces around the king, uh, you should defend your king. So we are planning, or we are expecting queen into f4, queen into f4, bishop into f4, rook into f4, and if knight check, we'll simply move the king away. He may get this solitary pawn on c2, but we are not worried about that pawn. So is he calculating or he is already gone? We wanted to play the Grand Prix attack properly, but our opponent was over aggressive, so we didn't get enough opportunities to play a proper Grand Prix attack because we got a free pawn in the opening. Then he gave us a free piece in the sense he sacrificed a piece, and now it looks like we have defended our king well. And okay, yeah, we can simply capture this guy, right? And now we can run away. So we are attacking the knight, we are attacking the rook, his bishop is attacked. So he has so many pieces to defend. And now either he should lose on time or he should resign. I guess he's going to. Okay, it's a brave guy. Is there any double attack coming up? Any hidden trick, trap? Nothing. Okay, thanks for the rook. That was yummy. It's okay. He resigned. Okay, there is no point in discussing this game, or there is no point in analyzing this game because he simply blundered upon in the opening, and then in over aggression he sacrificed a piece without any enough returns or enough compensation, and then we just had to defend our position well, defend our king well, and we could find a correct defensive move just on time. So it's a good game. I hope you enjoyed this game. So see you next time. Thank you very much.